You need to hear this if you're an aspiring entrepreneur. Welcome to Entrepreneurial Edge. In this video, we'll guide you through the simplest steps to start any business. You want to talk business? You want to build something great? You're in the right place. Look, everyone's got an idea, a dream they're chasing. But turning that dream into a reality, that's where most people get stuck. Today, we're diving into the simplest guide to start any business. We're talking actionable steps, no BS. If you're ready to hustle, let's go. And hey, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more entrepreneurial tips and insights. We're dropping knowledge bombs every week. All right, entrepreneurs, let's talk about your why. This isn't some fluffy motivational talk, this is your foundation. It's the fuel that keeps you going when the going gets tough, when doubt creeps in, when you're facing burnout. Why are you doing this? What's the deeper purpose driving you? Now, here's the thing, your why can't just be some vague idea floating around in your head. You gotta make it tangible. Write it down, create a vision board, scribble it in a notebook, whatever works for you. This is your North Star, guiding you through the ups and downs of building a business. Think about it. When you're hit with a setback, and trust me, you need something powerful to pull you back up. That's your why. It's the difference between giving up and pushing through, between mediocrity and true success. So, dig deep. What are you truly passionate about? What impact do you want to make on the world? Once you find your why, hold on to it tight. It's the most valuable asset you have on this entrepreneurial journey. Okay, you've got your why locked in. Now let's talk about framing your business. This is where we set some boundaries, some constraints to keep you focused and on track. Because here's the deal, you can't be everything to everyone. At least not right out of the gate. We're talking about defining your scope, your timeline, the platform you'll use, and your niche. What are you actually offering? Who are you targeting? Don't be afraid to get specific here. Let me give you an example. Instead of saying I'm going to start a food blog, get laser focused. Say, I will launch a vegetable gardening podcast on YouTube with 5 expert guests by July. See the difference? Framing gives you clarity, it gives you direction, it prevents you from getting overwhelmed and scattered. Remember, it's better to conquer a small pond than to get lost in the ocean. So, define your playing field, set those constraints, and get ready to dominate. All right, entrepreneurs, it's time to unleash those creative juices. We're diving into brainstorming, but not just any kind of brainstorming. We're talking about a strategic 3-phase approach to generate killer ideas for your business. Phase 1, open field. This is where we let it all out. Grab a whiteboard, a notebook, whatever you prefer, and just start writing. No judgment, no limitations. What are all the possible products, services, content ideas that align with your why and your framing? Don't hold back. Phase 2, organize. Now that you have a brain dump of ideas, it's time to bring some order to the chaos. Group similar ideas together, identify themes, and start seeing the bigger picture. Are there clusters around features, content, marketing strategies? This step helps you connect the dots and uncover hidden gems. Phase 3, eliminate. This is where we get ruthless. Remember those constraints we said earlier? Now's the time to use them. Scrutinize each idea. Does it truly align with your purpose? Does it fit within your defined scope and timeline? If not, it's time to say goodbye. The goal here is to walk away with 1 to 2 rock-solid ideas that are primed for success. We've got our winning ideas, now it's time to get our hands dirty. This is where we talk about prototyping, specifically building your MVP minimum viable product. Forget about perfection, forget about bells and whistles, we're talking about the simplest version of your product or service that you can get out into the real world, fast. Speed and agility are key here. The goal is to get feedback, to learn from real users, and iterate based on their needs. Think of it like this. If you're opening a food truck, your MVP isn't a 20-page menu with gourmet dishes. It's 2 to 3 killer items that showcase your strengths and get people hooked. Building an app? Create a functional demo video that highlights its core features. Writing a book? Draft a few sample chapters and get feedback from your target audience. Remember, the quicker you get your MVP out there, the faster you can start learning and refining your offering. All right, entrepreneurs, it's showtime. You've got your MVP, now it's time to unleash it into the wild and see how it performs. This is the testing phase, and it's all about gathering real-world feedback from your target audience. Now, I'm not talking about asking your mom or your best friend what they think. We need honest, unbiased feedback from people who represent your ideal customer. Put your MVP in front of them, whether it's a landing page, a product demo, or a sample chapter of your book. But here's the crucial part. Don't go into this seeking validation. You're not looking for pats on the back. You want to uncover the weaknesses, the areas where your product or service falls short. What are people struggling with? What features are missing? What can be improved? All right, entrepreneurs, we're in the home stretch. You've brainstormed, prototyped, tested, and gathered valuable feedback. Now it's time for the magic to happen: iteration. This is where you take all those insights and use them to refine, improve, and evolve your product or service. Remember, even the biggest companies in the world are constantly iterating. Apple doesn't release one iPhone and call it a day. They're constantly gathering data, analyzing user behavior, and making improvements with each new version. Look at your feedback. What features need tweaking? What should be removed altogether? What are users asking for that you haven't considered? This is a continuous process of learning and adapting. Embrace the feedback, even if it's tough to hear, and use it to make your offering the best it can be. There you have it, folks. The simplest guide to start any business. Remember, it all starts with your why. Find your purpose, define your scope, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. The entrepreneurial journey is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But with passion, persistence, and a willingness to adapt, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Now go out there and make it happen. Thank you for watching Entrepreneurial Edge. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content on starting and growing your business.